welcome to the Fable 42. Did Brolin freeze?
No.
Oh
No.
god!
No.
I was like, you did it really well. I was like, oh no, we lost Brolin.
Just immediately out of the gate, he's gone.
Here we
I feel
are.
like I do it every week.
I mean, consistency. Welcome to Fate of Ukodor here on the Fable 42, where we build community through friendship, gaming, and chaos. We have finally made it to the episode where hopefully we will meet a Lich, unless somehow we get side railed, but hopefully we don't. And before we do that, we are going to do some announcements. So, YouTube, I think Tuesday was the day that we agreed on previously, is the day that Fate of Ukodor will be on YouTube. Don't quote me, but I think it's Tuesdays. I think it's been consistently Tuesdays. But basically, if you are not able to watch us all here today, and you have to catch up, or you missed a part, or if you missed the episode entirely, you can catch us again on YouTube. We will be there for you to watch as many times as you would like. We don't care. We love it. Other than that, I think that's it. Also, disclaimer, if you're looking for us to do perfect announcements, that was episode 8. We're on episode 9 now, so
We're not about that.
We're
not
it
about success.
again.
Trying something new.
So last week.
We're perfectly imperfect, okay?
At my never mind. Kate.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say something like past me, but I was like, that's too long of an at. Ats are supposed to be short.
At. Oh my god. At past me. Past stacks.
Past stacks.
All right. All right. So, I'm still, I don't know. I feel like I have a lot to live up to from the last week's announcements. Doing so good. So special thank you to our first sponsor, Critical Dice. We're going to be giving away dice. So like 2 sets of dice. First half of the show, make sure that you type in !critical in the Twitch chat to get a chance to win some glorious, beautiful dice. Here's one of mine. We'll call the first winner after the break, and then we'll do another giveaway for another chance to get some awesome dice after the break. And then we'll call the winner at the end of the show. We ship to the United States and Canada, except for Quebec. Sorry. You'll luck if you're there.
What nerds? What losers?
Oh no!
Wow, look at these guys. Sorry.
You know, if I actually lived in Quebec, I would know somebody that's not in Quebec and be like, yo, can you get some dice for me? Like, I feel Quebec people
You'd
are
have a
still
hookup.
getting their stuff. Besides,
Dice smuggling.
Go get your dice. I
Even
have such a
taking
hard
into
time
account
holding them
giveaway
to the
laws.
camera. Holding them up to the camera is very difficult. But okay, go and get your dice. Exclamation mark critical in the chat. And also be sure to help support the channel by clicking the link below for 20% off all non-subscription items. Let me find my dice.
I forgot.
He got it.
Frisky's not
He got
here.
it. Yeah, Frisky's not there.
Oh, Frisky's not here.
Our mods are lurking.
Oh, we got lurking mods. Oh, sorry, Ashley.
Yeah.
What?
Your
Is it?
turn.
It's you now.
It is
Okay.
time.
It's
Well,
time.
I mean, it can be.
It could be. I am so prepared, and I would love to tell you more about our next sponsor, 9 Realms Gaming. They handmake all their products from natural woods to create quality and affordable gaming accessories for all. Use the code FABLED42 to get 10% off on your next purchase over at 9realmsgaming.com.
That's me?
That's-
Yep.
I don't look at anything anymore. Griffin Co. Griffin Co. Yeah, they do 3D, not 3 printed things. That'd be a limited catalog. 3D printed things. That's what they do,
Wait,
and they
what?
do it well. And they do a lot of it. And they have a website which you could use the code FABLE42 and get 22% off your purchase.
It's like that.
That's what they do. So that's it. Check them out.
That's a different website. Oh,
That's a completely different place.
we...
I guess it's my turn.
Wait,
Yep.
was that like a sex joke?
I know. I feel like it was, but it's
Me?
not. Now it
Is that a
is.
porn?
Coming from
Now,
the dad?
now it is.
No, wait, what did I say? I actually, for me to miss a joke is really rare. What did I say?
Nothing. But my
actually-
brain is so gutterified.
I'm
that when you were like,
definitely
"That's a different
was the
place," my
joke?
brain was like, "Whoa."
Also a gutter brain. We're gonna have to go back and check this later because I feel
Okay.
like there was something there, and
I
you were
feel
like, "That's
there was
another
a gutter
site."
trigger.
A gutter trigger.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You triggered me.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it.
I'm gonna have to go watch VOD after this.
I mean,
Just to get the joke that might have
Just
happened.
get the joke
But,
that didn't
yeah,
happen.
that
It's not. It
didn't
was
actually happen.
completely innocent.
That me and Kate are just making happen because of our.
you
Anyway.
caught it too, though, right? Like, I'm
Yeah,
not
I
fucking
caught
crazy.
it too. It's just the inflection of how you said it, Colin. Is
It's
why.
because you didn't say Griffin go, and then you didn't. I don't know. You messed it up.
I can't-
Like,
yeah,
you
no.
You messed it up. You didn't even know the sex joke.
Fine.
when you
I
did
thought
it.
that's the theme we were going for today. I understood the
You know
assignment.
episode 8.
Let's let
Oh,
Puss in Dare go.
Yeah, go ahead.
oh my gosh.
Jakub.
So we good?
No.
We're never good, but you
Perfect.
Can go ahead.
Underground Oracle.
Yeah.
They create 5th edition resources for both sides of the screen for players. They have some interesting stuff. And for DMs, if you want to keep up with your players, you should definitely check them out or introduce new things to your players. I don't have anything new to show you this week. Tune in next week and I'll find something cool to tell you. I don't know. You'll have to like actually hang around.
A mystery.
Snooda Booda Nooda this week.
Underground, I think. No.
Or is it UO?
Well,
UO.
Oh, that one always
UO.
gets me because it's like abbreviated and none of the rest of them are.
Mm-hmm. Keep you on your toes.
Anyways, that's it from me, folks.
I'm not even on my toes. Oh. I'm sitting
Crap.
down.
No crying yet?
I forgot that I need to change my name.
Oh, that's it. Okay, back to me.
Yeah. Yep.
If you happen to miss any of these amazing shows, be sure to come by Monday for Legends of Shalgal. I'm trying
Last
to make
one?
sure that that is actually happening. I think this
I
Monday is Legends of Shalgal, and then they're off the next week. But
No, Fables is done here.
no,
believe.
Fables is just off for this week, but then they'll have an... Yes, that's what it is. Legends will be here Monday, but Fables won't be here Friday. But Dukes will be here Friday. And a partridge in a pear tree.
There we go. Perfect.
But yes, come by. We shall be here with something for you to watch. Other than that, if you are a subscriber, either through Amazon Prime, Patreon, or you just click that little subscribe link below, you have what is called luck and inspiration that you can give out to the players. Or the DM, or any of the guest stars that may or may not be here.
Don't give the
I'm
Lich.
just saying.
No.
Liches
Don't
need
get-
inspiration
Liches don't
too.
need
No, no, I
Nothing.
totally
He's
agree.
level 20.
Load up this guest. Load him up.
no.
Load him up.
Load him. All luck and inspiration today will go to Velgoth. No, I'm
I don't
joking.
want that.
Don't
It's
like
up
that at
to
all.
you to decide
Very well.
where you want to give your luck and inspiration. But without further ado, we will go to our trailer. We will come back, do a recap, and we will get things started. I feel like that was way more pumped up than I anticipated, but we will be back shortly. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Hidden away, a great power awaits. Muster your courage, it must not abate. Allies emboldened while evil retreats. With fate in your hand, the story's complete. Ukodor, a world full of mystery to explore. Monsters and danger around every turn. Soon enough you will learn. The choice is yours.
we got catceptioned while we were on the trailer. So in the last episode of Fate of Ukodor, also before I go into this, because I'm gonna forget, luck and inspo to the wonderful Flint. Luck to Cinder, inspo to Nisea.
I'm gonna need it.
Daddy B? Why is there a Daddy B?
That's me, but what did I get?
But what did you
That's
get?
me. I don't know.
Did Salty do anything?
I don't
or
think
is
he
she
got
just, like,
anything. I think
saying
Salty
Daddy
just.
B? Okay.
Yeah, I think he just likes saying
Um,
Daddy.
He
B.
just likes, yeah.
I
I'm
guess.
you know, I'm
sorry,
an icon.
sorry, Daddy B.
I'm an
Daddy
icon,
B.
says
Ooh.
Daddy B.
And sub perk for the DM. Okay, I'm gonna just write that down real quick. I'm just gonna.
Great. Whoever did that,
Traitor. Luck and inspo to Brolin. There we go.
There we
Hey.
go.
There we go.
Thank
There you go,
you.
Papa
Thank
Brolin.
you.
And if I missed anything, just at me again, because my brain's all over the place. Anyways, in the last episode, we found a series of different interactions between the party members. Brolin was famous, not exactly in the way that he probably imagined his fame would carry him. Cinder woke up almost with a jacket that zips up in the back. Flint met up with her friend Pepper. There was a lot going on, but what really kicked the bucket was Nisea, when she went to go check in on Brolin, ended up arriving at her mother's funeral. And after her and Brolin spoke the best words that they could, considering that this wasn't real, based on the situation, even though there were a lot of people there. They did their best to not let it sit in. Until, of course, the high elf patron man that was at the altar addressed Nisea as the Queen Slayer, indicating that she herself was the reason why her mother was no longer with them. Not taking those words kindly, Nisea stormed out, as you would, and Brolin ended up finding out more about the situation, and that the queen was addressed as the Wicked Queen before she was ultimately slain by both Nisea and Brolin and whoever else. Considering these events did not match up with either of the party members, there was just certain things that weren't as they left it, essentially. When they all left those scenes, they arrived in this room with a drow woman with a part of white hair in the front. The rest of her hair is black. And she informed them that they have passed Valgotha's test, which apparently is a test of humanity. And not going too far left or right, the party wasn't really enthused about anything they experienced, but they all agreed that they needed to speak with Valgotha, who also seemed to show an interest in these party members. Possibly because they're meddling with time, possibly for other things. We don't know. But what we do know is that they all willingly walked through that door and were headed towards where this lady, Alare, said that the Lich would be. So that's where we're going to open up. You all are walking down this, not chasm, but like very narrow brick-like hallway. To your left and right, there are lights that start to turn on the closer you get in proximity to them. However, they're mirrored like blue lights, and then you progress further and there's like purple lights, and there's just like a bunch of different colors that aren't normal fire, but they do look fiery to the feel of them. What would you all like to do?
Okay, so maybe we should take a second. What have we all gone through? I think we all understand it wasn't pleasant, but maybe we should figure out what each other went through so we're not like in this weird not knowing state. I just don't want the Lich to use stuff against us.
Sure, it'd be good to the more we're prepared for. So why don't you go ahead and go first?
Okay. So for me, I woke up in a hospital, and I
What's that?
apparently a medicine center.
Like
Cool.
Infirmary?
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Just a very large version of that, but it was in the future where I'm not from, but where I was. But I woke up and apparently I had been beaten up by some vandals, and had some head trauma, and basically it was as though none of this had even happened. And when I tried to explain it to people, they didn't believe me. They started thinking I was going crazy, and then they made me fall asleep because I was essentially, to them, spouting nonsense about stuff that isn't real or possible. And so they put me under, and then Smudgy woke me up because Smudgy came in with me, the buddy's clutch.
It warms my heart so much to hear you say it.
He called me buddy. I still don't have a bracelet, but he called me buddy.
We'll work on that after the Lich. We can. I mean, do you want one right now?
After the Lich, okay.
Do you want one right now?
No, I don't want a rushed bracelet. I want it from the hot.
Okay, well, we'll wait. Anyways, so Smudgy helped me turn invisible and get out of the hospital. And then I ran into Flint, and Flint was going through.
Oh, right, yeah. So, like, I was just, up to my normal business, doing some crime with my best friend, Pepper. But we, went underground, and then, I saw the Guardian, but he wasn't the Guardian. He was just eating mac and cheese out of a can, and I was like, I didn't even know it came in a can, but, you learn something new every day. And, but he had no idea who I was, which kind of, hurt my feelings a little bit, but it was like, everything's make-believe right now. So I go, and I'm trying to steal this car, and then all of a sudden an invisible Zendaya is like, oh hey, I was in a hospital, and all of that stuff that he just said. So yeah, that was kind of my whole thing. And then we just kind of walk through a doorway, and then we're here.
You guys left out the part where someone close to you got killed or something, right?
No.
No, it was kind of like worst case scenario reality. Like, I guess Flint's wasn't that bad, but mine, I mean, my parents thought I was crazy. Elam Dare looked like my doctor. Angel was a like a speaker voice in the PA, an announcer voice kind of situation for the whole hospital. Yeah. Speaking of, Angel.
Yes, Cindy Wendy.
All right.
You all here?
Okay.
Yes.
Good. Good. All right. You're back. Good to have you back. Welcome back to the team. Any new information you need to tell us?
The Lich is definitely in close proximity.
Perfect. Thank you, Angel. Anyway, so what kind of weird reality did you guys deal with?
Well, I went in first, and honestly, I was faced with a bad reputation, and I'm still, I'm still trying to digest it because I can't imagine that being the worst thing out there. But man, if that's what was put before me, perhaps it's gonna be more important someday than I thought. But needless to say, it wasn't near as traumatic, and I'm just gonna kind of turn towards Nisea.
I saw my mother. Dead.
Dead.
Dead. Yeah.
Who? What happened?
Well, They say that I was responsible for her death.
Oh.
They called me the Queen Slayer.
Your mother's a queen? Sorry, that's not the thing to focus on.
It deserves some focusing.
Fair ask.
I mean, you would have found out sooner or later anyway, I guess.
Okay,
yes.
so you're royalty?
Are we supposed to like bow or like curtsy to you?
I mean, please don't.
So do you need like
But we
okay,
don't
so
do that?
so like
you wouldn't, but other people might.
so do you have like a sworn bodyguard? Is that Brolin? Is that who Brolin is? Like your sworn bodyguard?
No.
Oh, the knight. Oh.
Do you okay, here's the question. Do you need one? Because I'm looking for, I'm strong. I could protect. Just throwing that out there. But I'm more of like Flint's protector. It's fine. We can talk about it later.
You've seen me in battle, and you really think that I would need a bodyguard?
She makes a good point.
Yeah, she's
Indeed.
got you
Well,
there.
it's not that you're incapable. It's that everybody needs help.
Okay, but back to so your mom's a queen, you're royalty. I mean, you're not. Do you want to kill your moms? Was this kind of like something? No. Okay. Oh, just checking.
Yeah.
You never know.
The
People-
condition of what we saw wasn't the present. It was some future.
Right.
Some
So like
future.
a kind of like how we had it was a different reality almost, like a potential reality.
From what
for
you're
us.
describing, though, it seems like yours was a past that went a different way, whereas hers is a future that would go a way, and it's hard to tell. What is that? We don't know what it's different from, what it's different to. We just know that
What you experienced.
what we experienced was
Can't be-
different.
It can't be real, though.
I mean, I
Because my mother
haven't
would
met
never-
your mother. Yeah, your mother. I wouldn't imagine you would be related to an awful person.
I mean, she's strong and she's fierce. And I suppose, like, some people would fear her, but I've
We
only
just
ever
don't
known my
know.
mother to be a good ruler. Who cares about her people? That's what she always instilled in me, anyway.
Okay. All right. So that's obviously a little tough. Nothing near as bad as what I experienced or any of us really experienced. It seems the Lich has a particular interest on your pain. So maybe we keep our wits about us when we're talking to the Lich. Let's not go into angry or frustrated because maybe the Lich was just accessing our memories and then showing us what we feared most.
Well, it's
So
like,
maybe he doesn't even, it could be something like he doesn't know what he did, he just knows he did something.
Well, it's like the lady said. It was like a whole test to see
Of
how
humanity.
we were gonna deal with it, which I find interesting that we have to go through this test to like see. I don't know what's about to happen, but we know that all of that was just an illusion, and it's not like they did any of those things. So I hope we can still get through this with. I can't believe that I'm the one championing for this, but diplomacy. You know?
I don't want to get into specifics of what the Lich showed us in case he doesn't know what he showed us. Especially you and me, Flint, because but I guess they already know.
Maybe they
Yeah,
don't.
maybe.
I mean, we can try to keep the whole future thing on lock. That's kind of like our whole directive while we're here. And I think we've been doing pretty great. The guardian.
Oh, we've been stellar.
With like it we're flying so low under the radar. Like,
Nobody know. Like, people look at us and they're like, "Those are
Just
just two normal people from the second age."
Until
Didn't we have to
someone's-
get out of town like before a night? Like we had to leave town like after one night. That's not flying under the radar. That's we had to leave town.
I think that was more like, oh, we're driven by a purpose. We got stuff to do more than like, who are these strangers with their strange ways and her cool.
We experienced that differently. For us, it was let's get these future people from the west into this other future person's cabin secluded in the woods.
Hold on. I have a question.
I thought it was
East, you're right, whatever.
Do we think that the Lich devised these visions for us?
I
Yeah.
don't know if he had like a personal hand in it, because I don't know,
And that-
maybe he just like creates a world where his magic accesses our fears and then extracts that. Not
But how would
necessarily
he-
him knowing, right?
And how would we know?
I
how-
disagree. I think he knew exactly what each of us was going through.
Then
Because
he already know that they're from the future then.
yes,
Maybe.
that's
I
my
mean,
guess.
the secretary said that she knew we were meddling with time.
right. Right.
Yeah, I feel it. That
So do we go
information-
cards on the table? Just like, here it is?
I don't think so. I mean, we're gonna let the Lich lead this dance, so to say, while we're kind of steering him towards what we want to get out of it.
He has a lot of explaining to do. That's all
Fair
I have
enough.
to say.
Fair
But we're
enough.
not going, right? Okay. We're not going to fight him because he will destroy us in an instant.
He wouldn't kill us.
But he could.
But
He could
wouldn't-
do worse than kill us. He could change our
Let's-
entire worlds.
Let's be real about the situation here. We have no out. I don't know if you guys counted the map or mapped out how we got here, but I'm pretty sure we went through some portals and dimensions, whatever. We don't know how to get out of here. If he wants us trapped, we're trapped.
Well, we're not gonna do anything arguing in a hallway. I say we just go on.
But
But
I want to make sure that we're all on the same page. We're not going to go in swinging at this man or person.
No.
no,
Right?
we're
Nasea?
gonna. Best case scenario is we focus on the three women and the magic and that goal. Focus on that. If he tries really hard to get us talking about other stuff, well, we'll address that as it comes. But we go in there saying this is why we're here for this purpose, and hopefully we get through it.
Yeah. You guys, it's gonna be fine. We're just gonna go, we're gonna get what we're after, and then we're gonna get out of the spooky forest. Sure, it's been a little traumatizing, but doesn't everyone carry a good amount of trauma? You know, this is just adding a little bit of more spice. I think we should just go on.
Great. Well, I'm glad you feel comfortable leading us in there and talking to him. Congrats.
Oh, that was me volunteer.
I
you
don't
know-
know if that. I don't.
It's
I
gonna
mean,
be fine.
no offense, Flint, but maybe you're not the one to like. Maybe you need somebody in the conversation with you.
We'll all
Oh,
be there.
To hold my hand to do what exactly?
No, in case. Okay. I think you and I both know you can be a little
What?
Chaotic?
A little
chaotic, which I appreciate and I love.
you, Cindy? That
Okay, first
insane.
of all, I've only started acting this way recently since I met you. You brought it out of me.
I mean,
Which is
perhaps
great. I
we can
love it.
save this quarrel for
No,
later
this is
and go
all-
see
No.
the Lich. Now.
Oh, I'm ready for a fight now, but it ain't against the Lich, Cindy. You are on thin fucking ice.
I'll save it for a time when we're not
Yeah.
in a magic forest, perhaps.
Yeah, I think you need to maybe give Sin a minute.
Perception checks.
Yes. Hey,
And
I want to say 22.
6.
Perception
It's
22.
20.
22.
Okay. Nasea, you see this. Brolin, you feel this. Cinder and Flint, y'all are occupied with each other. But there's a black cat that like walks between your legs, Brolin, and then darts off forward into the dark because y'all still haven't had the path lit up for you since you haven't went that way. But Nasea, you see the cat, and Brolin, you feel it rub against your legs.
I'm gonna start following it, and I'm gonna swat at both Flint and Cinder. There's a cat. There's a cat.
There's a cat. Where? Where? Can I talk to it?
It's over there. I'm following it.
Okay, let's follow the cat. Hopefully I can talk to it.
All right. Let's
Follow the kitty.
follow the
Something
cat.
tells me this isn't a cat that you want to talk to, but
Well, I mean, I talked to some crows earlier. They
we'll
were
keep
cool.
our options open, I guess.
I'm just saying, if there's an animal, we should probably... Sorry, this
Follow
isn't the
it.
point. Let's go.
So y'all continue on, and again, the lights are changing, flickering colors as you progress through this area. It seems to be winding downward, which doesn't really match up well to your mathematics of like where exactly y'all are orientated in Ukodor, but you're spiraling down a kind of like a chasm of stone steps with side anchorage, and it starts to open up, and you see the cat kind of down at the bottom towards this undisclosed doorway to maybe like a hovel or something. But as you get down to the bottom few steps, you see the cat like stopped there, waiting essentially.
So should we talk to the cat?
Can you talk to me?
I can. Yeah. Oh yeah. So you know when I said my little prayer earlier?
Yeah.
I like felt so restored after that. So like I'm feeling pretty tip-top shape right now.
That worked? That was,
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
It worked. Crazy, I know. But should I, team?
I mean,
guys?
maybe we should just try talking. Hey, kitty.
The cat looks at you, Flint.
Oh, hey, buddy. Are we going in the right direct? Sorry, it's just so much pressure. You're right, Cinder. You should do this. Like, you know.
Are we sure? Is that something we all agree on? Because I
Talk
won't
to
do
the
it.
bloody cats, please.
Okay.
Just talk to the bloody cat.
I cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And I like crouch down. Hello, cat. What's your name? My name is Cinder. These are my friends. What's your name?
I already know your name, Cinder. We met before. It is I, Alare.
Oh, I didn't see the... Okay. So are you just guiding us, I take it? Guys, it's Alare. It's the secretary lady. So are you just guiding us?
Yes, the Lich is waiting for you. He's a busy man.
So we should probably get going?
Yes, right through.
All right, guys, we should probably get... It's Alare. She just said that we should, you know,
It's the
get a
Lara
move on. The Lich
That-
is busy. The
the
cat
drow.
is Alare.
from before.
Yes.
Why would she turn into a cat?
And you watch
Let's.
as the cat like walks through a shadow and vanishes.
This is so unnecessarily mysterious.
I mean, it's
A little
Lich.
bit of pageantry, you know. I mean, he's a.
I mean, he's a
He's
showman
like, all
first.
he's about is pageantry.
Well, he's probably... I don't know. She said he's super busy, so we should probably just go in now.
Come
He's
on,
not busy
sum it
enough
up.
to fuck with us, is he?
Summon up that elven ancestry and enjoy the pageantry while we're here.
Oh, fuck that, Roland.
Okay, I go to the door.
I will follow.
The door's open, but it's like dark, like kind of like how Brolin and Nasea saw the black from top to bottom. It's like
I stick my foot in.
your foot just vanishes into darkness, but other than that, it's not affected.
Flint, and I like pat around and grab her shoulder,
Yeah.
and I like slowly walk in. Ah.
I'll follow.
Ah.
Okay.
We'll follow. I'll follow behind.
Could you please just... She's just speaking to the air now. Could you please just stop with the smoke and mirrors and just talk to us face to face.
Rah!
She's gonna pursue reluctantly.
Okay. As you all enter into that new space, Cinder and Flint make a history check, and then Nesea and Brolin make a perception check.
19 perception.
Okay.
Oh. 15 history.
Okay. Brolin?
11.
Okay. So, Nesea and Brolin, you hear this ticking sound, kind of like something being hit off.
Do you hear that?
Yeah. What is that?
And then a couple of seconds later, this repetitive sound permeates in the room. Cinder, you would recognize this as ping pong from the future.
What did Flint, do you hear that?
I don't. What are you talking about?
Do you hear that? Kind of the ping and the pong?
God, I thought that was you. I thought you were just like chewing bubblegum or something.
No, I don't chew gum.
Oh.
Maybe I should though. But no, anyways.
Cool affectation, yeah.
Right. So I'm hearing some ping pong, like actual ping pong.
No, there's no way it's ping pong.
I'm telling you, that's what I'm hearing. It's a very iconic
What
sound.
the hell is? What are you talking about? What is?
It's a game. It's like you have these paddles in your hand and you hit this little plastic ball back and forth over a net. And it's like a smaller version of tennis. That doesn't help.
Are you any good?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fantastic.
Good. It's good to know.
Spent a lot of time playing ping pong. Honestly, that tracks.
Mostly I played with the wall, so it was more like racquetball. But
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense, even more so.
yeah.
Wait, so you're telling me that someone's in here playing this future ping pong game?
Yes. Do we see anything?
Around that time, the lights in that area start to turn on, and it seems to be a trickle of dull lavenderish flames, but it radiates around the room, and you see off in the distance there's this entity playing like table tennis with a ghoul that's like all shabbily and not really moving too fast, but like on the other side of this bar tavern area. There's tables and stuff, but they all look old wooden, cobwebs, the typical look. And you hear off in the distance a voice.
And that is game 40 love. Woo! Yeah! I win again. Hey, no complaining, Mildred. I never cheat. Well, maybe a little. Well, hang on a second. Wisdom save Flint.
What?
Oh no.
Voice.
Oh no.
You said wisdom.
Hey.
Yay! It's a 6.
Oh no.
Oh, I forgot
You
to
are
pin
picked
Velgotha.
up 20
I'll
feet
do
off the ground as levitate is cast on you, as swirling energy is around, and you get pinned against the wall. What do we have here? Look at this! Live ones! Company! Oh, yes! And what are your names?
Put her down, please.
I'll tell you if you put me down, loser.
What are you doing?
Oh,
Put
yes,
her-
yes,
put her
of
down.
course. Drops of concentration. Yes.
How far do I fall?
We're gonna pause because I forgot to pin Velgotha. Oh my gosh! We will be
no!
right back.
Oh my. time, Brolin?
I think so. I mean, most time.
Oh, let me.
Okay. I just gotta find him and move him to the chopish. Too far up. Too far up. Still too far.
Everybody's sipping their
Technical of all the difficulties.
Ready to freeze.
I don't know where your name went. Where did your name go?
Oh no. I hope they.
Oh, I bet you got to just bring it back. Put his video
Wait, are we back?
backwards.
Are we back?
Back.
Back.
It's there. His video frame just on top of the name.
Oh, we are back.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, we've been back
No.
for a while. They've just been
We're
listening
back.
to us stammer. It's fine. Don't worry.
Hi.
There, and then which one? This one?
Glad I didn't
Is
reveal
that
any
it?
secrets.
Oh no.
You're
I can't
close.
find
I mean,
it.
that would work.
It's so close. And
It's
it's
so
bugging
close.
with my OCD. I don't think I moved it down. It's fine. We're doing it live, folks.
See how the sausage gets made.
What's that
Oh,
song
God.
where it's like they're going around in circles, like that old timey song where it's like they're trying to get things done. There it is.
Oh, Benny Hill.
Of
Benny Hill. Of course, the old dad knows Benny Hill.
Daddy B.
There we go. I was like, so the Lich is here.
Lich!
Yes. He goes up to you and immediately goes up and is just like, what are your names?
I mean, didn't we just do a whole application process? Don't you know?
Yes, but I like to hear it from your mouth, if you don't mind. I need to know each one of you individually, if you don't mind.
Flint just like raises an arm up from where she's face down on the floor where she fell. I'm Flint.
Brolin Rockknocker.
Cinder, Flows. Friends call me Sin if you think we're friendly with each other.
No.
You're right. You're evil. I shouldn't be friendly with you.
Well, my mother calls me evil, but I'm really not like that. Well, hello, nice to have you on the show. Can I call you, Dare? Oh, it sounds a little too risky. How about, Bro? Like, whoa, broski, my guy, yeah, man. Do you smoke? Mind if I do? Yes. Let's see here. You're a lot smaller than the last travelers who visited me. Either that or, am I getting bigger? Look at me from the side. Do I look different to you?
Big is he?
Yeah, how big is he?
He's maybe
How big are they?
7 foot tall.
That's
Pretty substantial there, person, guy, Lich, evil. Sorry.
You're calling me fat? Oh, how dare you?
No,
I'm
I
gonna
was
go
just saying
weigh myself right
substantial.
now.
No, I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, it could always be worse. What's your diet, you know? Like, what do you consume? Souls?
Oh, usually souls. Yeah, souls are good. Undead, unholy things are usually
Well, that's.
the spice of life.
If you're worried about putting on weight, just look at me. You don't, this soul's got some butter on it.
That
so.
can be fixed. That can be fixed. I got plenty of things in the shop now. If you take a look around, this hoard is amazing. Lots of things to sell. We got Blade of Vertigo, the Blade of the Undead Warrior Queen, Blade of the Vampire King. Where's that choker of the stolen voice? Where Mildred? Mildred, where did I put that choker? You know, the one with the creepy skull on it? You know, it's over there by that other thing there. Ah, right. The Corpse Eater. Come here, boy. Come here. Come here. Attaboy. Here, have Mildred's arm.
What is happening?
There's so much.
This is the choker of the stolen voice.
What does that supposed to mean to us?
Well, you passed the trials.
I don't think anybody said they wanted it, though.
What is it?
It's an item of ill report. It is, well, you see, you put it on your throat, or your enemy's throat, steals their voice right from them. Anybody you don't like, talking too much, a little bit too much, I know the feeling. Hey, it's all right. I got this for you. You get it, take it, put it around their neck, and they're done talking.
So,
There is actually something else that I'm kind of interested in if you got some other wares.
And as he's
Not what we
describing
came
these
here for.
things, you see the sides of the walls to this, I'll just say, tavern bar area. There's all different types of enchanted items up for display all throughout.
I heard tell that if I was looking for a particular item, that you were the fella to talk to. You got a capsule of repose on you?
Ding, 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 ding. You are correct. I do have one of those. Yes, I've got actually maybe 2 or 3. No. I sold the other one the other day to that other fella. No. He's no longer living anyways. So I just got the one. It's there. But let me tell you, I got some other ones around here. You don't necessarily need that one. Look around, all around you. It's an amazing assortment of things that you can have.
I'm looking
Okay,
around.
Are we all getting just... So do each of us get an item, or as a group do we get one item?
What are you talking
He
about?
pulls out an abacus and starts to... Let's see. You passed that trial? No. You failed that one. Yes, you passed. And DM, do they get more than one item? I don't know.
Collectively, they would get one. Be able to pick one.
Just the one.
Just the one for the whole group? So then we just need the capsule of repose.
Right.
Really.
We'll keep it easy for you, so then we can just be on our merry little way away from here and you and this whole nightmare show that you're putting on.
Yes. Hold on one second. I've got a little ghoul here I need to deal with. Yes, little lady.
Thanks. Weren't we gonna ask him
Oh my
about
god.
the
Okay, so what's
ladies?
going on exactly?
I'm so confused right now.
The capsule. That's right. That's
Right,
That's,
yes, we need the capsule of
I
repose.
was
So
expecting an energy that was like here for this guy, and he is like, he's not even here.
I
He's
know,
like
he's-
over there in here.
it's
Right. Yes. So yes, you want to look at all those different things? I've got plenty of it behind. Check this out. Look at this. You see this over here? And he points to a small little encasement. There's a small little bronze dragon. It's got like a bronze engraving over the top of it. It's in like a glass jar. And he's like, ding, ding, ding. This here, Barnaby. Nice fella.
Fine, that's a person that.
that's an entire thing inside in the little... I
Well,
think
it's shrunken
we
down
just...
in size. It's like an infinite sort of shrinking spell that is put in there. Yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful gift.
But we could always just do... That seems a little much just for us, so I think we could just do the capsule of repose, please, now.
Yeah, that's totally what. Yeah.
He begins to take the ghouls and undead creatures that are all kind of shambling about and grabs them by strings of arcane energy, kind of hoists them along behind him, and they start to, he snaps his fingers, and as he does, they all get these little dresses and raiment of clothes on. They get like a little hat in there. They got little tap shoes going on, and he looks over at you and he says, "Travelers, I don't think you quite realize what you've got here, so why don't you just ruminate whilst I illuminate the possibilities? Over here, I've got my magic staff enchanted with quite a nasty spell. Heroes, you in luck, cause look at this graph. I got a slew of goods, they never fail. I've got powerful items for your corner, a monkey's paw for your bedside. I've got some pixie wings and a ring of torture. See, all you gotta do is say, that's mine, and I'll say, hey there, travelers, what item shall I gift? How about this bag of rats? You want some of that? You ain't never seen a whore like this. Ha ha ha! Take a look at all the things around. Stop being such a stiff. Come on, whisper what it is you want. You ain't never seen a whore like this. Yes, sir, I pride myself on service. You're the boss, the king top dog. It's okay to gawk, it's yours. Real talk about a little blade of poison smoke. Have some Iron Maidens or go for a belt of abyss. I'm in the mood to help you, dude. You ain't never seen a whore like this. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, my. Wah, wah, wah. No, no. Wah, wah, wah. Na, na, na. Wap, chip, chip, ba, da. Can your stuff do this? Can your things do that? Can your gear pull this out his little hat? Can your things go poof move. Well, looky here. Can yourself go abracadabra, let her rip, and then make the sucker disappear. So don't just sit there slack-jawed, buggy-eyed. I'm here to fix all your worries and cares. My stuff is bona fide, certified. You got my horde for your chart affairs. I got a heck of an urge to help you out. So what do you want? I really want to know. You got a shop list that's miles long, no doubt. What you gotta do is say, let's go and know. Hey there, travelers, have a gift or 2 or 3. It's non-stop, so come on, let's shop. You ain't never seen a horde, never seen a horde. You ain't never seen a horde, never seen a horde. You ain't never seen a horde like this. Yeah-ha-ha! Wah-wah-wah! You ain't never seen a horde like this.
And these chairs just like appear and like scoot underneath all of you as y'all are clapping.
Thank you very much. I'll be here for all eternity.
All right, before we go any further,
I kind of scoop myself around so I can get a little bit in front of Flint. Just stay behind me, please. This guy's weird.
I am so uncomfortable yet entranced right now.
I know, that's why you need to stay behind me.
So,
I like the vibe.
is it fair to say that you enjoy collecting such items of power, not just giving them away?
I mean, hey, if you want to trade, I can trade. I can trade for days. We want to barter. We can negotiate. Let's go.
Well-
Let's go. Let's get this rap going. Yeah.
I mean, maybe this isn't my place. What if we had an item that was difficult to trade, but maybe worth quite a bit?
I'm intrigued. What is it? Please
And
show me.
I look over towards Flint.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you trading her? Oh, I love
No.
Sorry, he's mistaken. I had this dagger that was like so magical before,
Right,
and
yeah.
I misplaced it.
Mhm.
And Roland, I forgot to tell you that I misplaced that dagger.
Tell
It
me,
was a
sister.
very lovely
Gotcha.
It was.
dagger, actually. It was jewels and
Misplaced.
everything.
You would have really
I think it
loved
was a dagger of siphoning or something like that. It was really
I would, I'm just was thinking that dagger would have been really good to trade to this person because we could get what we want and maybe something
we're-
else.
We're already getting the thing we need because we
And-
passed the test. We
and I
just
can't give that because it would be impossible to because I lost it. But it's literally impossible to give it to someone because I lost it.
Gotcha.
yes, we're very clumsy. We lose things all the time. Kind of like how when you are, this is an interesting deal you've got going on. First of all, quick question. Why did you make us go through the test?
Yes, of course. Look, you see, I have lots of things here. Lots of beautiful items. I can't just give them away for free. I have to see whether or not you're worthy. If you know what I mean. Right? You know these things, right? You can't just like give things away without knowing who they are. So
Understandable.
You do these little tests, little trials here and there. Maybe watch someone die that you love. Yada yada, so on and so forth.
And how do the tests work? Is that what's really going to happen? Or
Oh, yes, of course. Fate, the threads of fate have been, what did it say? Oh, yes, weaved like onto a tapestry of life. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm a poet. I'm going to write that one down. Let me
Yeah, that was good. You should. Do I believe him?
Insight check? I don't know. And then deception or persuasion, your choice.
Yeah. Let me go through. Right, I got my number.
17.
You look at him, and you could tell there is a little bit of truth in there, but there's something hidden as well.
I wouldn't to say I don't think he's the one to be slinging truths around, so don't entirely. I don't know. I don't trust you, sir, friend.
What? What's not to trust? I'm a good guy. I'm nice. Look at this. Look at this. And he begins to put up this flame that just lights his hair on fire, and he sees like a blue, purple, lavender kind of thing, kind of curls over and starts to go along that way, and then a wind kind of summons through the air and blows it like a model. Just and he smiles with his teeth missing.
So are these tricks the things that you're so busy with? We heard you're a very busy man, after all.
Man is a loose term. I'm more of a they. One it. You can call me it.
All right, it. Can we have the capsule of repose now?
I don't know. I don't like you. You look
Me?
funny. Yeah, you got this.
Don't like me? That's
Just a
understandable.
look.
Not.
It's a look about you. You know, when you look at someone and you just kind of tell that there's.
Yeah, no.
something
What's weird is I get the same feeling about you. Like there's something off, and I don't.
Me?
Yes, you.
No.
Me?
No.
Yes,
Look,
absolutely.
I am on your side. I am 100% on your side. I would never sell you anything bad. Never do anything ill towards you. I'm for you. I am for you.
Insight check?
Sure.
Oh, you need an insight check?
Yeah.
I hadn't taken one yet, so why not? That's gonna be a 14.
Yeah, he seems trustworthy.
The Lich seems trustworthy. Okay, gang, let's pack it up. He's right.
Yeah, we passed your test. I mean, isn't that how this works? We go through your trial, we pass your test, we pick the item we want. We picked it. We know what we want. We ain't choosy customers. We come to you knowing. So, let's just... That's the end of this transaction, right? You give us the thing, we go on our way, and that's the last we see of you?
There's a bit of problem, you see. And he gets right up close to you. What do you want it for? What do you need it for?
It's a gift. It's a gift, and it's an important one that I've got to give to some people who really want it. And, I'm great at giving gifts. So...
You see, the problem with that is I don't know what you're going to use it for, and I am curious why you want it.
Plan B. Plan B.
I forgot what Plan B was. We didn't do like a regroup on what Plan A, B. I know we had A, B, and C, but I had it written on my hands, but told me into his hand, he sweats so much, it all just...
I'm sorry. Yeah, again, it's a condition. We've talked about this. Should I wear gloves? I mean...
No, it's nothing.
Do you have... Okay, Volgatha, do you have some gloves, perhaps, that I could get my hands on?
No, we're not doing this for gloves. We're not doing this for gloves.
No, as a separate transaction.
We're not trying to do more than the one.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
I mean, perhaps we just tell him the truth.
I mean, he already knows. He's so smart and endearing. How could he not know?
Oh, you flatter me. But tell me, why do you want it? I must know from your lips.
I want to save a girl. There's a girl who is very dear to us, who needs some help, and it's the right thing to do to help her, and to do so I need the capsule. And that is the truth, 100%.
To save a girl? Baby, honey, darling, sweet cakes. That's such a generic answer. I need to know how you're going to use it to save said girl. Everybody wants to save a girl, or a boy, or a dog, a cat. My corpse eater, who's over there chewing on Mildred's arm.
Precious.
Well, I mean, the truth is, we went to kill her kidnappers.
Oh my! She was kidnapped! Oh, how dreadful! What kidnapped her? Pray tell.
Hags.
Haglings, specifically. We don't
And
know. if
now
they're-
the story gets juicy. Oh, I want to know more about these hags. Which hags are they? There's lots of hags. I know quite a few. There's one the other day. Came in, smelled awful.
Why don't they all?
No, some of them have a sweet sort of endearing scent to them. If you like that sort of thing.
Well, these guys, they want,
Power.
very nice.
Ah.
And they do want power. And I believe you had dealings with them in the past. They're the haglings from Dawn.
Right. It was 3 real miserable halfling ladies. And honestly, we're not trying to give them what they want. We're trying to trade for the girl's life. You know?
How do you plan on doing that? Just going to waltz right in? Say, hello, I'm here. I've got my item, and let's trade. Girl, please.
Well, if you have a better idea, then we would all sure love to hear it.
My ideas are my own. For me, not for you.
We did
You
have
know.
a thought.
Oh? Yes?
It depends, it kind of depends on how much into chaos you really are.
I like chaos. I love chaos. Yes, yes.
He
You know,
does
whenever I
sing.
play table tennis, and man, do I play some mean table tennis. It's just chaos involved. Just back and forth. Back.
Would you like to play table tennis?
Yes, yes. I like you now. I don't like
No.
not like you anymore. I like you now. Yes, let's play
Understandable.
some table tennis. Absolutely, Mildred, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Shoot.
And while they're getting
Oh,
lined
no.
up, I'm gonna kind of pull Flint and Nisea kind of to the side where we're watching, but where we can also kind of talk.
You also would notice Miss Norwich, the cat, on one of the counters of the table, like bamps and reverts back to her drow form and sits there and watches. Valgotha, you do have an appointment after this, shouldn't?
Oh, do I? Oh. Just one game. Come on, we could just do one. It's not. We'll do quick. So,
One,
like
five. I mean, yeah, five at least, I would think.
Yeah. Come on, please. I never get to play with live people. Come on, I beg you.
Okay, well, as long as I don't have to play anymore, you can play.
It was never good, anyways.
That's
All right. Puts on a sweatband. I am ready.
Okay. Oh boy.
What are the mechanics to this? Do you?
That's a very
I
good question.
imagine it's rollies at its basic principles.
Okay.
We're gonna do D6s.
D6s, okay.
Oof.
So roll a D6 and you have to roll at least 4 or higher for the balls to go back and forth for a little bit. If you roll lower than that, then it's off the table on your side, which we'll come across those bridges as we do. But here we go. Who's serving?
Okay.
I guess Cindere's serving.
Let's go first, of course.
Of course. Yeah, no, that seems reasonable. All the times when I play at home, when I play at home, I play by myself. I don't normally have another person to play with. So this is like a new experience for the two of us.
Yes. This is gonna be good. Oh, I'm excited. I am stoked.
There's over there talking about playing with himself again. What is Plan B? You mentioned it.
Oh, so you just have to roll. Oh gosh, y'all are just going back and forth. You still made it.
Well, we figured that we could think of a way to kind of screw over the haglings, and then we could bring the item back. We don't need to keep this. We don't know what the Vial of Repose does. We don't even have to keep it. We just need it for this mission. So maybe he'll be easily give it up if we have that be the plan.
Perhaps he would give us something better.
Yeah.
Something to beat them with?
Well, right, maybe he'd let us have something or put a curse. I don't know how it works, but do something to make it to where the item will help us defeat them, and then we can bring it back to him and be free of the situation.
I mean, we just need him to cut the tie to the girl so
Right.
that we can, like, all those little halfling ladies.
But that plan has the step where we give them the powerful object, and then they do the thing they're supposed to do for us. If we have this on our side, we give them the powerful item, something happens, and then we can hopefully finish the whole thing.
Perhaps he could give us a dud.
Maybe. I mean, they're gonna know. I mean, I don't want to do anything that's gonna potentially put her in more harm's way. You know, this girl who's like dependent on us, and also Brolin. How dare you offer up things that do not belong to you? Do you know what would happen if someone were to take this from me?
Look, he's
actually
super
know?
powerful. No, I mean, I
will fucking die. I will literally fucking die. So the next time you try to offer up something that ain't yours, maybe think about the consequences.
That's fair. I'm sorry.
Anyway, Alari's just in the background writing notes.
Oh fuck.
Next round.
Like, glare at her.
Next round?
Yep.
4.
Oh, it's getting spicy. Y'all are getting into it. Are y'all having a conversation for yourselves?
You are good. Wow, 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 wow. Can't believe all the maneuvers there. Yeah, you know, whenever I hit like this, it's just like the zombie doesn't really hit back and just bounces off with her head. So surprise with the spins. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's a little technique where I kind of like flick the wrist as I hit, so it kind of like bumps and spins. Yeah, it kind of goes like just watch, and like that.
Whoa! And he actually splits a body of himself off and moves over to the side to like look down at you doing it. It's like, oh yes, right.
There's a one-handed Velgotha just playing against you on the other. Another round. We gotta
speed this up.
Yeah.
Speed ping pong. Let's go. I got a 4.
I got a 2.
Okay. Sindari, you hit it and you think you're gonna get the part of Velgotha that's not there, and like the shadowy part comes out and like hits it back over to you, and then it shocks you and it like goes off the table on your side.
That's a neat trick.
That's
a neat
a
trick.
point for Velgotha. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, you're a graceful winner. Good job.
I didn't expect this. She just like aside to Flint and Brolin. Did you guys expect him to be like this?
Oh, this is
not at all.
This is somehow more horrifying than like what I pictured in my head when I just heard, oh, loose sack of organs and blood and viscera, you know?
Oh, I could do that if you
Wait,
want.
you
And
said
he
that.
takes like his skin off.
Nope.
Put it back on, please. Just put it back on.
Put it back.
Okay. No, it's fine.
That was a. You should not do that
You
at
so
parties.
disgusting.
Ooh.
Hey, it makes everybody else laugh. I don't get why you're not laughing here. That's the best. No, I gotta learn new tricks.
Who
But
laughs?
thank you for playing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, you gotta come back. Let me tell you.
Actually, you know what? You know what we could do?
parties.
You know what we could do? If you give me the capsule of repose, I go get it to get the girl back, and I bring the capsule of repose back and play with you again.
That's it.
I like
That
it.
sounds great.
I like it. That's a good deal. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and Mildred. And she's over there getting chewed on by the corpse eater. Just half her legs are gone, and she's just crawling on the ground. Never mind. I'll get it. And Mage Hand kind of flings out as it does. A purple spectral hand of like sort of like bony fingers begins to go underneath, and you see it get into like a sort of treasure chest thing, and it opens up with a, and out comes this capsule of, I don't know what it looks like, to be honest. What does it look like?
I imagine it's in like a small glass vial with a stopper on it, but there's black chains and other things that make it seem like you probably shouldn't open this unless you actually want to open it. And the liquid inside is kind of like a misty, silverish, hued, glowed viscousness. Words are hard. Viscosity.
As
We'll go
this
with that
chainy
one.
thing floats over, he's like, "Oh, now see, you're gonna need to be careful with this thing. It is spicy. Let me tell you, it is spicy. It's got a kick."
Understandable. Just kind of hold my hands out.
Oh
to let
no,
it
no, no,
come
no,
into
no!
my
Don't give it
hand.
to him. Don't give it to him.
Uh,
I say give it to Brolin.
Valgartha,
It passes along the other way.
It would appear that they don't know the negatives.
Oh, that's all right. They don't need to know the negatives.
Oh, we do. I would love to actually, if you could list those out real quick for us.
I have a couple of notes. Should I?
The negatives.
Yes. Go ahead. Let them know. Fine. Ruin the fun.
Well, okay. She just starts paging through these sheets that she's been keeping with her. The item that you seek, if you do not use it properly, then the trials that you all went through could potentially come to pass. If you fail, those will be your indefinite futures.
Fuck that.
So,
Fuck that.
okay, so is that just with the person who carries it?
No, if the item isn't used properly. It's very
It's not gonna be
nondescript.
used at all, right?
What's using it properly?
Well, that vial contains very potent Rosari magic in it. Anyone that comes across it could do devastating powers. You all
What's
plan to bargain with these hags. I believe they're the same hags that didn't make it through these couple of weeks back, but if they come across it and actually obtain the item, and you all fail at your mission, then the repercussions to the timeline, I will just leave it at that.
Oh, God. Look, we have no intention of them actually living to have any success with it. Maybe you can help us out there. Because really, you know what we're after. We want to sever their tie to this girl so we can save her, help her on her path to become, what she's meant to be. So you got some other way to maybe, they have some kind of life bind on her where, like, if one of them dies, then the girl dies. So we couldn't go all like stabby, murder earlier. So you got anything that could,
That would be in Valgartha's hands if he would like to give an item of that variety.
But it
What, you
is
want to
possible.
Stabby?
can
No, just something that can, if someone was like, oh, their soul is tied to my soul, and I want to, like, sever that bond, something that...
Yeah. Soul binding severing package. Got it. Yeah, you want the elixir of madness or the deck of plenty.
Are those... Is that gonna help with what I'm after?
Yeah, it could. It depends on how you use it, really. To be honest, it's a bit of a crapshoot.
How would the elixir of madness break a soul bond?
It depends on how they consume it. If you drink it, like pour it in like a little liquid, it kind of bubbles up, and this and as it does, it just spills over. And when you drink it, yeah, it can kind of crazy up the things in their head. I'm not sure how it would tie to the. You know what? Nah, I got something better for you. Got it. Here we go. Dead Eyes eye patch.
How is that gonna help me?
Right, help. Forgot that bit. Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking for cool, but also helpful.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me see. Binding bracer. He starts throwing things around. Bold destruction. Bunny ring. Calamity ring. Ooh, a calamity ring. I need that. Let me put that on. Yeah. Haven't seen that in a while. Circlet of the golden mask. Huh? What do you think? No. It's
Right. Okay.
It's not really your color.
Back to this
Yeah, you're right.
capsule. Is there a way that we could use it to do the right thing and use it to sever the tie without handing it over to them?
Well, the capsule draws from Rosari crystals that are nearby, draining them of their source of magic.
Oh.
From whoever
Wait,
consumes.
That's
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
crazy if we had any of those kind of laying
So
around.
can I mentally ask Angel, is this capsule an anomaly?
Scanning. Just a moment. It is giving off very high anomaly vibes.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just take the capsule.
What?
Sure. You don't want anything else? I can go back into the song, huh?
I mean, the song was good, but I think,
He does
just-
practice it a lot.
and I can tell it
Don't
shows.
tell all the secrets.
I'm sorry.
It really shows that you practice a lot with that. Yeah, I don't know if there's much we can do except go with the capsule and just try to handle it on our own
And then bring it back is the plan.
and then bring it back is the plan.
Bring it back. I like that.
So it doesn't get used and we don't, seal our terrible fates.
Does it happen? It'd be really nice. Does it happen to take a couple minutes to activate or to gather whatever energy, or is it kind of instantaneous? Oh crap, we're done, kind of thing.
I would have to look at the manual. And his eyes turn back over towards the cat.
Oh. She rummages through a few more pages. Capsule. It does seem to be in effect after 24 hours.
Okay.
So at least that's good to know that it's not something they can do just right then and there. Maybe we give it to them. They, I feel like
I think that's for us to figure out, and we don't need to figure that out right now.
Okay.
Can't risk my mother dying.
Oh, yes.
We can't risk
that,
this
yeah.
girl dying either.
Those illusions.
I would rather not risk my mother dying.
I
Sorry.
think if we're weighing out the two, not that we ever would, but this one girl maybe being sucked to death is maybe not. Yeah.
May I? Yes. I just want to interrupt here, just real quick. Yeah. I just want to throw out there the illusions that you saw in the trial. They. Well. So, if you fail, that's what's going to happen. Yeah. It kind of sucks.
Fail as in we don't save the girl.
Yeah, you don't want to kind of get power stuff. I'll be fine. I got lots of demi planes I can just jump into. Gone. Good to go. Bye bye. But that's what waits for you if you fail.
But we're not going to succeed unless we take the capsule. Can you see the scenario where we?
Oh yes, of course. You can have that capsule. Yes, go for it. I just want to test and have a bit of fun. Yes, good. Go ahead.
Is this a game to you?
No, it's a capsule. You can see.
No. All of this. Us. What we're doing. Is this a game to you?
This is my life. I enjoyed it very much, very much. For a while, I just did the whole die and destruction on top of the entire world, and I got bored. After a millennia, you kind of do what you go like, what's life, right? Or unlife, and it's just like, hey, let's try something different. Let's open up a tavern. Let's invite people in, collect a couple goodies, have a few tests here and all that.
So are you saying
That's a life for you, honey.
Are you saying that you own a tavern?
Well, this is my tavern of woe.
God. Oh my lord.
What, is the name bad? I could change it.
Do you have any other name ideas?
Yeah, what
Rattling
else
in the
is
brain?
rattling around?
Yeah. I was thinking the tavern of echo. But I ran out of word, like space to write the word, and it didn't quite, it needs to be shorter, I think.
Seems a bit trite.
It's certainly memorable. I will never forget, as long as I live or try to, the events of the past 20 minutes.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
That means a lot. Oh, shucks.
Definitely meant as a compliment.
Are we sure that we need to take this item?
I think
Yes.
For what
Cinder
purpose?
says yes, then yes.
Yes.
To give to the women to.
We'll decide what we're gonna do with them.
But I
Okay,
agree.
here's a we don't need to talk about this right now. But how
I
far
would
are you?
like to talk about it before we leave. With
How
this
far are
item
you
that could
willing to go to
potentially
do what's right?
Kill my mother and ruin empires.
It could ruin everybody's life, but it's doing the right thing. Don't you see that? To me, doing the right thing is worth whatever pain I have to go through. It's worth it. At the end of the day, if I can save that girl's life, it's worth it. It's worth the risk. And if we fail, then I'm dead. So there's no life to ruin if I'm dead.
He's got a point,
You stay out of this.
Yes.
Nasea's really scary when she's all,
I think we need to take this.
Give me a reason other than the girl.
I've got one. Trust me. But we can't talk about it here.
Was there anything else that we need from this Lich?
Just the capsule. That's what would take, and then you send us on our way.
Oh yes. Things got really sad here for a second. We, get a little bit of pump in the guts there. Come on, let's get going. Yeah, high fives, huh?
I don't like you.
Say you wanted to pump our guts?
Pump the guts up, I think.
I've
What
never
Mildred
heard
likes.
that expression in my life. What the fuck does pump up your guts mean?
I'll show you. Mildred, come here for a second.
Oh, no.
Jeff,
I'm sorry, are the future people talking about how sayings don't make sense?
got used to it.
I think, you just telling us, there's a lot of weight you just put on us. We appreciate your levity that you can escape to demi-planes and this is your life and you get to make these choices, but they weigh a little bit heavier on us. So,
Yeah, unlike you, we actually live with consequences. So,
Plays like a little tiny violin.
all right.
Oh yes. Oh, of course. Yes. I am so sorry for being inconsiderate. Please, forgive me.
Don't like this guy.
Yeah, it's real.
Same.
Like, my patience for this whole situation.
All right,
is
I think we're ready to go, right, group?
we look forward to reuniting so we can give this back to you.
Yes,
Successful.
Of course. Exactly. Maybe.
Can we get a pass on the tests next time, though?
Yeah, is there like a
Think
VIP
on it.
list?
I'll think on it.
like there's like a grace
That's not a
period.
bad
period
idea, though. Hey, VIP, I like it. Hey, maybe we can
You
get
could
some
have a
stock
section
trades
of
in
the
here,
tavern. Yeah, get a section of the tavern like roped off for VIPs
That's
only.
a good idea.
instead of
I'm liking
robes-
you more and more, Sin. You might
But
be
ins-
morally dubious, but man, I like you.
Instead of ropes, you can use intestines of some of your ghouls out there.
Why the
That's good.
fuck would you give us
Yes.
I don't know. I do kind of feel it's
$1 million
vibes.
idea. Hey, do you want to invest in on this stuff? You like do a timeshare type of thing? We can get things going. You know
Nope,
what
I
mean?
wanna
Come on,
leave.
Come on. All right.
It's
Hey,
tempting. When we come back, we can discuss this further.
Yeah.
To see if,
Of course.
especially
No,
me and you, buddy.
I get
mean,
it.
We
I
could
get it.
We could run the demi-planes, me and you, with our ping pong.
Yes, yes, yes. That is a. Write that down, please. Write that down, Mildred. Can you write that down for me? Just scribble it in. No, not with the blood. Not with the blood.
I see new bestie now. You're gonna be handing out flower bracelets to
No,
us?
I'm not gonna. Actually, that's a good idea. Hey, Volgatha, do you want a flower bracelet from me, just as like a little homage to like me?
Yeah. Let's get it going. Come on, high five.
Save a girl. Save a girl's life. Make friends with a lich. Make him a little fucking bracelet.
Nisea, please.
I'm with Nisea.
So I'm about to have it with you as
a
well.
bracelet before I am.
All right, Volgatha, hold out your undead hand. That was disgusting. All right, and I start to use Druidcraft to weave a flower bracelet around his wrist, and it's gonna have lavender and like blood red flowers on it.
You see
God,
these
we're besties now.
flowers start to manifest over Valgatha's hand, and then they like immediately die, but the bracelet's still there.
I'm sorry. That's just what happens when I, a defender of life, and you, a ruler of the dead, come together. I'm sorry. All right.
It's okay. You go on. I got
All right.
table tennis to do.
All right. Yep. Absolutely. Where's the way out? Is it over here?
Who has the capsule? Who has the capsule? Who is the capsule?
Roland?
Did I agree? Yeah, I guess I grabbed it. Huh.
Great. Okay, you keep that somewhere safe.
Uh-huh. I'm
And-
going to. Yeah, actually, there's a compartment in my shield. That's probably a really good spot for this.
And Valgatha, as they're getting ready to leave, the Catwoman, Miss Norwich, Alare is setting up the door for them to get out. You see, probably because the lightings have played a little bit, the shadowy wisps at Flint's feet dancing a bit.
Oh, we got a dancer here. Hello, Mr. Bro. Hey, got a question for you if you don't mind. Gets right behind you, gets on your shoulder. Yeah. Decay smelled on his breath. What is that on your feet?
Wait, who's he asking? Flint. Right?
Flint, yep.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Brolin. It's me.
Oh, maybe I mistook it. I did say Brolin. Yes, Flint. Sorry, Flint. Back over here. Wrong person. Hey, I like you and everything, but no, wrong one. Back over
No
here.
dark shadows.
My mistake. You know, kind of look the same and all that. Hey, yeah. So what is that on your feet?
Oh, it's just this jacket that I have is made for walking in slow-mo and looking really cool, so I come like with my own kind of smoke machine, and that's all that it is, and it's just part of my whole aesthetic that I'm trying out. Do you like it?
Do I like it? Oh yeah, it's got like a little evil vibe to it, you know. It seems like it swirls down and just moves along when you walk. It's got a you know, like a salsa dance to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, and that is totally what I was going for. Thank you. Oh my god, thank you so much for the compliment.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now, that thing is not, you know, like cursed or anything, right?
You really think that I would walk into a Lich's den with a cursed item? That is you're hilarious. Do you know how funny you are?
It's cursed, isn't it?
No, definitely not.
Okay, it's not cursed, everyone. Everyone, it is not cursed. Everybody, it's okay. The little ghoul is here and ready to fight.
Hi.
Say hello, ghoul. Say yeah. Pikachu. Yes. Pikachu is very
You're right.
astute observation. Yes, Freya.
Aww. Cute.
Not cursed. You see?
You see,
It's not cursed.
It's not cursed.
Very well, very well. Go on your way.
Alare opens up the door and it pivots open and it's just white from top to bottom.
I've seen this before.
So this is just gonna take us right out into the forest, right?
It should. White means great.
I walk through.
Oh, okay. Come on, guys.
Yep, I'll walk through.
So long. Watch your arms on the way out. Please, be careful. Don't put your arms out when you go through, because it'll just right off. You don't want to leave them here. You know what I'm saying?
She's
Right?
gonna give
I
him the
don't.
middle
I
finger.
don't.
she walks out the door.
And I'm just gonna wave and kind of like, yeah, okay, yep, okay, goodbye forever. And
Until we come back to give you the castle. But
yeah, come on.
we ain't coming back. Oh no. And as you all exit out of the door, that is where we're going to take our break. Exclamation critical in the chat.
Oh, my Chris!
Famed Valgotha.
Hey.
Yeah, no,
That was
we're gonna
awesome.
be here.
Yeah.
The song.
Thanks.
That was awesome.
Hope you all enjoyed.
We did.
Lich
Definitely.
Are we on break now?
We're
yet.
about to be. But yeah, we'll be
See?
back shortly. Okay,
See?
bye.
You have to be careful.
Bye bye.
And we're back. Amterlistic, you have won the giveaway.
You can't even blink. I saw you blink. You can't
I'm not even looking at y'all
have mugs out.
because I'm looking at the chat. So I didn't even know y'all were frozen.
Wiener.
Go to the Discord, hit me up, Judgy DM, also known as Stacks, and I will get your information so that we can get dice sent out to you. And for everybody else, I'm very bright for some reason. Anyways, everyone else, exclamation critical, also enterlistic if you want to enter in as well. Again, you can do that. It's totally not against the rules. Exclamation critical in the chat, and we will get that second dice giveaway after the show. So stick around because we still got a little bit. So you all entered through that door, and you come back into a part in the forest that kind of seemed like you've passed it. You're close to the pathway, like you can see it off to your right. However, y'all aren't by that fork in the road, if that makes sense.
So the pathway that we were on before we went on this crazy adventure.
Yes. And perception checks because
Well, there was a lady there, right? Is this where the lady was, or a little past the lady?
it's a little
She
past the
started
lady.
walking off, right?
Yeah, she walked off.
Ooh.
Negative
Yeah,
one.
that's
I got a 10.
7.
14.
14's
I'm
the
just-
highest?
How am I
I'm
rolling the
fixated
highest?
Roll an
on the
advantage, Flint, because Smudgy's there.
Okay.
14?
I rolled another 2 minus 1 for 1.
Okay, never mind.
We're shook, man. We're
Mudgy's
just shook.
also
I will
bad.
use, you know what? I will use a lock.
No, it's
Oh,
fine.
you should.
I mean,
Oh,
y'all
okay.
haven't used any today, but
We
it's
haven't.
fine. I don't think you could roll high enough for this to actually work, so we're just gonna give it to my boy Cinder. Cinder, you hear rustling off in the distance, but you don't have a clue of what it is because y'all all rolled so low.
Elamdare's near us, right? Like, he's right next to us.
He's not
Yes?
there.
He's not there?
Mm-mm.
He's
Okay. Where's
Because
the
Nisea told him to
nearest?
stay back with
Yeah, I remember now.
Where's the nearest tree? Like, okay, are there bushes? Like, I'm looking for side of the road
Yeah,
stuff.
there's the y'all are in the woods, so there's trees, and then to the right you can see the pathway that y'all already traveled down before after you met the old lady.
Okay,
But the sound is coming from further in the woods.
I just book it left real quick.
So you're heading toward the path?
Yes.
Okay. So y'all see Cinder just running towards.
And then I
The road.
stop, keel over, and just vomit all over the ground.
Ugh.
You told me you were going to do that. I still wasn't ready for you to do that.
Hey, but you good, buddy? You good over there?
No.
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 So that ping-ponging with the Lich.
We're gonna talk about that.
Do we have to?
I feel like a conversation needs to be had.
Yeah, that
About
was
the
a
ping
lot.
pong? That's what we want to talk about right now?
No, about the whole situation, Nisea.
Then let's talk about the situation. If we fail, if we use
Also,
that...
first off, something's nearby. There was rustling.
What do you mean?
There's rustling over here. Is somebody there? Just
Nasea's
come
just
out.
gonna go over there and open the bushes up.
Off in the distance, to say you see Elamdare headed your direction.
Oh, thank God. I wasn't going to be able to hand another song and dance if it was Mr. Litchy.
All right, that was awful.
That was a lot.
I was just doing what I felt like needed to be done to get him on our side. Whether or not that worked, I don't know. And
It sounds like it's not the capsule that's our problem. It's if we don't save the girl, we're gonna live out what we saw in the trials. That's what he said. It's not about whether we use this or not. We gotta figure out what the hell we're gonna do with it, sure, but we gotta save the girl. We know that now for sure, or else Or else you're gonna kill your mom, and like I know you super don't want to do that.
Is that the hags? They can't get this.
Right.
But we
Is there something we can do with it? Ask your
use it
angel.
ourselves?
I don't know how to use it. I mean, maybe
It's an anomaly, guys. This shouldn't even exist.
We should get rid of it.
maybe we destroy. Maybe we're like, oh hey, you hags, look what I got over here. How about you break your little spelly poo, and then I'll hand it over, and then they break their spell, and then we're like, ha ha, and we smash it on the ground, just destroy it.
Well, well, what are the repercussions if we just destroy it? I'm sure a magical
okay.
item can't be destroyed.
Perhaps
like
we
that.
ask Angel to see what she thinks. Perhaps we take a quick break to talk to the Guardian and
That
see
would
what
be-
he thinks.
Yes.
We have options right now. We need to figure out our plan, but we need to learn more.
I'd really honestly like to check in with him just kind of after everything, just to make sure that, you know, he does know who I am, and he's not like, oh, Flint, who are you? You're just some dirty orphan that I don't know. You're not my orphan, you know? You know?
I think that's fair.
There you
So
all
take-
are.
Oh,
Got a bit worried. Oh dear, just vanished.
yeah, you missed, like, so much. And honestly, the worst part is that song is just stuck in my head, playing on repeat now.
Song.
There's the whole
We
song
met the Lich.
Well, you're all
Um,
alive. That's a good thing.
Yes. Yes. Oh, don't step there. I threw up there.
I think that's the sound that probably drew me here. The sound and
just-
maybe the smell.
Fair enough. But we met the Lich. We got the item we needed. Now we're trying. We figured out the item itself is an anomaly. So we're trying to figure out what to do with that. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, you all said that you needed it, right? To help the girl?
Well, it's what it's what those halfling women want in exchange for them breaking the curse on the girl so that she can go free. But I don't actually want to hand it over to them because apparently this has Rosari, like,
It drains Rosari crystals that are nearby.
and that's bad for us if that happened. Oh, maybe that's not bad if it.
Well, it's draining from Angel right now because there's a Rosari crystal up in the staff.
There's one right here too.
Oh, you're right, but we should not have this. Anyways,
And for anyone that knows, Brolin hasn't been part of any of this. He's been kind of off staring at the item, and this is when he chimes up and he says, "Don't forget your travel things. Those are like pure Rosari.
And we need those to go back.
It doesn't make sense how it's all connected. It just doesn't work out."
well, I think if the item is an anomaly, then it shouldn't be here. And the fact that it's drawing off of Rosari crystals is even more of a reason why it shouldn't be here, because all the Rosari crystals that are around on this planet have a set purpose in the future. They get used up in some way in the future. So if they get drained before they get taken for whatever reason they get taken, that's going to be bad. That means this planet might die sooner.
So we definitely have to destroy the thing instead of letting them use it. So maybe it is that old switcheroo of like, oh, I'll give you this if you do that, but you got to do your thing first. And then they're like, oh, give me. And then we just like crush it in front of them like, haha, you filthy.
I think, unfortunately, we've already tied all the destinies together. Everything's aligned now. Look, if we fail, the hags win. They use the item, correctly, incorrectly, it's not going to matter. It's going to draw off the Rosari from you, too. And potentially, and I look at Ness, that's the connector. This thing could create energy enough to level city blocks, to take out something like Dorn. But we have it now in our hands. Our destiny, whatever it is, whatever we played into, whatever part we played, this was all laid out in front of us. It was there before we even came in, it seems, but now it's in our hands. Those futures we saw, yes, if we fail, they come true, and it's through potentially this item. You guys, what happens if you are consumed by a blast of Rosari energy? Do you go back in time? Is there a ripple? Do you go back into a timeline that's different?
I don't know. These are things we can ask the Guardian, though. I mean, I bet he knows. This is kind of his whole thing. Maybe we get back. Can we get all the way back tonight, or do we probably gotta camp somewhere? What time is it?
It's pretty late. I would say 7, 8 o'clock ish.
I mean, if we go somewhere and kind of relax for a little bit, I can check in and maybe answer some of these questions before we figure out exactly what we're gonna do with.
Well, I mean,
if we get back, yeah.
If my theory is correct, then we are the masters of our destiny. It's on our timeline. We have the item. We have the mission. Gathering information, being as prepared as possible. That's the smartest way to go about it.
Hey, Alamdare, how long is it going to take us to get back to Dorn, do you think?
A few days. Depends on how quickly we travel and if we come across any more guests.
And then when's the party that we're supposed to go to?
4 days? 4 or 5 days, I believe.
We gotta get back for that.
Yeah, it would be at least another 3 or so days after y'all get back to Dorn, so not immediately. 2 to 3 days, depending.
Be nice to resolve this before then.
Oh, yeah. I agree. But I think maybe we need to take a little breather tonight, though, and hit the road hard tomorrow. I would like to put a little bit more distance between us and where we just walked out of that godforsaken place, though.
I think we
Maybe
should
back.
I think we should get moving and keep moving until nightfall.
All right.
We could go back to the cabin. We don't need to be back in Dorn right away. We could go back to,
I don't really want to go back to the cabin.
Okay.
Feels weird without the big guy.
It's not really a home anymore.
That's fair, but it's also
not really a home. We stayed there one night, but
I know, but it was lived in.
That's
the place we left was dead.
You're right, Sin. I'm sorry.
That's fair. Well, let's start walking, and then whenever we feel we're safe enough to pull off the road and set up camp, let's get some rest.
All right.
So you all start heading back. Bit of a trudge. Luckily, you know sort of the direction that you all need to go to get back to Dorn based on the pathway that y'all were aligned towards, but it still feels like a trek, almost like once you travel a long distance by foot and you like parked your car at the top of a hill or something, you know you have to make it all the way back, even though you know the distance, it's still playing in your minds. But yeah, y'all are traveling fairly decent pace. Y'all aren't tired or anything from all the events, considering all the events, but it is still a long day. It's been a long day, I should say.
God,
No, you gotta forget it.
I
You just
can't.
gotta.
It just every time it leaves my
It's so
brain,
catchy.
I'm
It's just like
falling
You
back.
gotta. Okay, so here's the thing. You
No,
gotta
and then they were-
overwrite the memory with a better memory. So you have to make up your own song.
Okay. I'm here.
No, just take time. You don't need to do it right now. It doesn't need to be improv.
Okay. Yeah. I'll work on that.
Smudgy, buddy.
he crosses his arms. Oh, we're buddies now, huh?
What? We've always been buddies. Well, not really. Up until like an hour ago, we weren't buddies.
Right. And who helped with that?
Was it you?
Yeah, it might have been me. Also, how long have you known the Lich? And why does he have a dead bracelet of flowers on his wrist? Like, what's the criteria for getting a bracelet from the Great Cinder?
I did that so in the future, if we want to know where he's at, we might be able to find him.
So you don't want to find me if I, just disappear?
I honestly initiated this conversation to give you not a flower bracelet, but a flower crown. But, I mean...
I get a crown? That's like way more important. Maybe it's the same amount.
Level up. Level
Space.
up.
So do you want a flower crown?
Yeah, I want a flower crown.
All right. I'll start weaving in my hand this flower crown with red and orange and white and black and just all sorts of colors.
Devil colors.
Yes. I'll throw in a very bright blue just to throw him off the scent. And then I'll just hand it to him on my hand.
Nice. Just fit it over the ear so it stays.
Oh, what a handsome boy!
I'm a ferocious prince.
You are the most ferocious little prince. Oh, Sin, that was very big of you.
I mean, it felt right. He's a part of the team, so. Anyways, yeah. Good day.
Let's what do y'all think? Maybe we pull over and start a fire and get some food cooking up.
Oh yes, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've got 3 like servings of this good soup, and then maybe some dried meats and stuff for you, Flint. If that's more your taste.
Yeah, you know how much I love when you dry out meat, Roland. Thank
Is
you.
there
Kind of
something?
storms off and starts.
Wait,
getting
was that
fire
just?
going.
Did a thing just happen? Did I miss a thing?
He's a little sensitive because he overheard me saying that his cooking it's not the same, like back home I could get like French fries and just like chow down on like whatever from a street vendor, and here it's all just like dried meat and like fish stew, and I'm like, ugh, he's doing what he can though. Maybe I was ungracious.
I mean, I think you have to take into consideration, given the things that we have around us, he's putting forth the effort to give us something consumable. So respect for that, Because could you do what he does with cooking?
No, I definitely couldn't. You're totally right here. It's not. I didn't mean. Ugh, man, am I gonna have to apologize?
I think you're gonna have to apologize.
I hate to apologize.
I know it's the worst, but he won't be upset with you anymore if you apologize.
That's true.
At least he shouldn't be.
Maybe he'll give me a little bit of soup then.
Maybe you'll get some soup. If not, I'll give you some of mine. It's fine.
I've really grown to like the soup.
It's a good soup.
You never know what's gonna be in it. It's different every time.
Right, exactly. It's like a surprise every meal. Who wouldn't want that?
Yeah, it's kind of like those Cracker Jack boxes. Except, most of the time it's like, oh, this is a bone from a chicken, and oh, this is some gristle from a deer or whatever,
Say's gonna walk off and go hang out with Brolin. Not a word.
As you try and head over to Brolin, Elamdare stops you, Nisea. You mind being my extra eye as I try and hunt a bit of game for us tonight?
Sure.
And
yes?
you see he has his bow. I gave him a bow, right? Yeah, he has his long bow. I was like, he's just like gonna hunt things with his bare hands. But yeah, they start walking off. You know, you've been kind of quiet, more so than usual.
Well, you don't know exactly what happened to us back there.
No, last I saw you went into checking on Brolin.
Well, the Lich showed us all unique visions, and mine was of my mother, her funeral. And I had killed her. Apparently.
But that doesn't really align from what I've heard briefly about how you speak of Dawn.
It doesn't. But apparently these things could come to pass if we fail at our mission of rescuing the girl and keeping those hags in town from becoming more powerful.
Well, normally I would say try not to think too much on it, but I think given the situation, it would be foolish not to. And he like notches an arrow. So, when we get back to Dawn, we're to attend this ball, but also help this girl, and then what?
I don't know. I mean, hopefully everything goes according to plan and we all live.
Yes. I would hope we all live as well. But given you know who Cinder and Flint are, it would be rather big of you to ask them to stay or continue being here.
You mean in the past?
Yes, knowing what you know.
It's up to them, really, after all of this. Assuming that they don't do anything to fuck us all up.
Well, technically, we all could. And he, like, looses the arrow. I guess it is their choice of what they want.
If we make it through all of this, then, of course, they would be welcome to stay with us.
I know I'd like that, but again, I'll leave it to them.
Where have you been living in all of this?
Actually, honestly, I have been living to the east a bit more north, but since I came back, I've kept a low profile, much lower than the other two.
Right. Well, of course, you're welcome to come stay in Dawn. I'm sure that we could give you better lodgings than you currently know.
Perhaps. But I think a bit more time with the boy is really all I want.
And why is that?
Well, I told you. Promised his mother I'd protect him, but it's been ages since I've seen him.
You say that as if you imagine your time with him is going to be short.
I mean, if they go to the future, I can't very well go back. Not after all this time.
Well, it seems like Sindir is quite happy here with his flower making.
Yes.
So perhaps he will stay.
Yeah, but for the time being, I do want it to be their choice. Don't want to influence either way.
Right. We can't force anyone into doing anything, really.
I mean, not with good consequences, at least. Come now. I just took out a deer.
It's just gonna be like,
He walks over behind a bush, and there's this deer that has the arrow sticking out of him.
oh, you're quite a good hunter.
I mean, I've been doing it for quite a while. I would hope I could at least hit a target.
And do you need help bringing this back to the camp?
Oh no, I don't plan on us eating all of this. I'll just skin it, get the meat that will stay for our trip back.
I'm sure Brolin would love an opportunity to dry the meats.
I guess I'll bring back extra.
Yeah, I'm sure he would love that.
Thank you, Messiah.
Thank you for the chat.
And he pulls out one of his daggers and starts doing the skinning process of the animal.
So while they left, Flint, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
Just to bounce some thoughts off, and we're away from Brolin. We're just leaving the man to cook.
Has actually went to go help Brolin start the fire.
Yes.
Nice.
Thanks, guys. It really helps if someone, pitches in every once in a while.
So I have an issue with Nisea. She seems to be a bit selfish right now, or is that just me?
Oh. Well, Sin, put yourself in her, very formidable boots. She just saw a future where she killed her own mom, and, everyone knew about it and was, cheering it on, and, I can't really imagine what that's like, just based on, I don't know what a mom's like, but I would imagine that probably didn't feel too good, and I know that's a future she wants to avoid, and we're kind of playing with the possibility that if we fail at this, it could happen. All of that could happen. I put on a real brave face, but if the Guardian were to forget who I was, if we would forget who each other were back there where we come from, I'd be real sad.
I get that, but I guess the way that I view the way that I handle risk, I guess, is different. Because no matter what, to save this girl from these halflings, what, they're miserable, like you say. I don't know, I would, honestly, I was going into the Lich's tavern, now that we know, ready to offer up my own life to get this item. Because but I would do anything to save somebody else. I would do anything to save you. I would do anything to save Nisea. I would do anything to save Brolin. I would do anything to save Smudgy. I mean,
you've come so far.
I know. I make progress.
And I really hope it doesn't come to that, though, because you're going to be able to save so much more people, you know, alive and kicking than you would if you were like, oh no, kill me in place of... I get what you're saying, though. Saving this girl seems like a real decent thing to do, and I don't know if I've gotten to do many decent things, so it feels good, and I feel like I would do anything to help her, to give her the shot that maybe I didn't have. I understand the hesitation that Ness is feeling, though. It'd kind of be hard not to. But I'm with you. Whatever it takes. We said we were going to do it, and I want to follow through. And I want to make sure that we're doing the right thing.
I guess I don't have as much of a reason to hesitate, because what I saw was what still kind of feels like it might be reality, where I just got beat up and everybody thought I was crazy.
Do you still kind of think maybe this is real?
But this is kind of the dream for me. To be out doing things for others, being worth something, having capabilities, that's something I've always wanted. I've always wanted to live up to my parents' expectations, and now I feel like I finally have the chance. So why wouldn't it all just be fake and a dream?
She's gonna reach out and pinch you real hard on the arm.
Ow!
It's real, buddy. And you get a chance to live out your dream. Do you know how rare that is for people to actually get to do that? You're doing it. And this is real. And we have a real shot at, like, being the heroes that everyone always talks about. And I certainly never saw that path for myself. And we're on this together. Don't fool yourself. This is real, and you deserve it. And you're on this path because you do the right thing.
Do I have to apologize to Nisea now for thinking that she was being selfish?
Well,
I mean, it was an unspoken thing, but I feel like now I feel bad.
But I think if you go up to her and you're like, hey, I thought you were real selfish and I'm sorry about it, you're going to create more issues than are there than if you just don't say nothing. Maybe for the rest of the night, just be like extra nice to her, you know, but don't necessarily be like, I thought that you were like doing this and I didn't like it, but I came to the conclusion that you're fine.
That makes sense. No, that makes sense. Also, when we were talking to the Lich, I don't know what was going on with me. I was just trying to like get him to like us so we could get what we wanted to get out and everybody was safe and nobody had to give up their souls, but then I might have given up my soul in the process.
Yeah, honestly, Sindare, I'm worried about your constant need for approval by like the older men that we meet, and I would really like to address that someday with you, because honestly, you doing that with like an undead Lich is taking it a tad far, if I'm
sorry,
honest.
I guess just deep down, I want everybody to like me, and I'm willing to do a lot for that, I guess.
Meta, hang on, meta. But why not Brolin?
schmoozed in all the ways that, you needed to schmooze, so I'm not gonna fault you for it, but
I mean, it felt gross. It felt really gross.
yeah, I don't want you to keep putting you in situations that feel gross just because you think that you need these people to like you, when it's okay for some people to dislike you because you are allowed to dislike them. You know?
I guess we'll work on it.
Yeah, we're gonna work on it. You know what? The next old man that we run into, I want you to make sure they don't like you. That's your challenge. You're not gonna be like, oh, Papa, please love me, to whoever we run into next. Next, you're gonna be like, I'm sitting there and I don't fucking care what you think. That's your challenge.
That okay, but I feel like okay, sure. Just let me know when it's happening because I might forget. So just like let me know like now's your chance.
All right, I will. I'll keep you on top of it, so that
Right.
I worry about you, but honestly, I was really impressed with you back there. You handled it really good. As weird as it all was, I mean, honestly, I hated everything that just happened. And I still, in my head, is still dun 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 dun. I'm like, I would, if I could scoop the brain out of my own head right now, I would do it.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It was an awful time. His breath smelled horrible.
So bad.
And he was like, he thought he was entertaining when really he was just unnerving the whole time.
Which, like, kind of circled back at a certain point and was
Right.
And I was, like, transfixed. It's like when you're watching, like, a hovercraft crash and you just, like, can't look away.
Right. We should probably go see what Brolin's cooking. So it's something you like.
Yes, something I really like and I'm looking forward to eating. And honestly, I should, I guess. Do you think that he knows? Do you think I have to be like, oh, Brolin, sorry? Or maybe I can just be like extra complimentary and kind of like weigh it out?
I feel like he's smart. If you're extra complimentary, he's not going to trust it. He's going to be like, where is this coming from? She wasn't like this a day ago. She was kind of whiny.
You're right. It is pretty out of character for me.
Yeah. So you might as well just be like, hey, buddy. Maybe not refer to him as buddy. Or do as you please.
Buddy. I mean, yeah, we'll see.
I don't feel normal calling him buddy.
Is it because deep down you really want to call him daddy, or is that
No.
I'm just trying to get to the root of your issues, Sin, because they keep coming up.
And I walk away.
So how often do you have to like maintain your beard? Is there like a ritual that you do at night?
Well, actually, what I can do is once this meat's cooked up, I just kind of take a little bit of the grease and rub it in my hands and rub it through the beard. And that grease really kind of keeps it nice and moisturized. You'd be surprised, Or I have really bad acne underneath it, but no one ever sees it. So, good on me. But
you don't worry about it being flammable?
No, man, no. It's more. No. But I noticed you can just like the meat on the grill. You can just literally just touch it and flip it for me, right? I don't need these tools. You can just do it yourself. This is
yeah, totally.
Y'all know this guy can just like. It doesn't hurt him. Grill doesn't hurt him. Thanks. Great.
Yeah, he is literally a devil or a demon. Which one is it?
Depends on the day.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, yeah, it's kind of in his blood. It's kind of in Flint's blood as well. And speaking of Flint, she actually wanted to talk to you about something.
Yes. Thank you, Cinderella, for that elegant introduction. Hey, Brolin, what are you cooking over here?
Well, I know there's a lot like show going on. But pretty much I've taken the dry meat I've added a little bit of water to it, trying to soften it up a little bit and warm it up so it feels a little bit more like cooked. And then the soup, the soup. It's fish ball soup.
Love this soup. Honestly, I really have grown to enjoy the soup so much. You do it so good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you do know that this is like travel food, right? Like, this is the food I take because I can't, like, have fresh food, right?
So you're saying this, like, isn't, like, what you
I
eat
bet.
all the time? Or?
Yeah. No, this is like, we're going on the road for a couple days. We need rations. I don't want everyone eating bread just for a couple days. So dried meats, they hold up really good on the road. And soups, you just add water to most of them. It's pretty good.
Honestly, I feel so relieved. I had a really bleak understanding of your life, but this really paints it with a totally different, color. Yeah, this is great. I really enjoy what you're doing and the effort that you put into keeping us nourished, Brolin. I do really appreciate that. Sincerely. I do mean it sincerely.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And he kind of points over and you notice that there was definitely enough soup. He grabs a bowl and hands you some of the soup, and thank you. I hope, but trust me, when we get back to town, give me a chance, and I'm going to make something special.
I am looking forward to it. And we ever go back to my home, I'm going to make you something you can't even like imagine it.
Well, I didn't know you were in the kitchen. Why don't you just come and help me sometime? We'll just do it together.
No, it's just your stuff is a little different than what I'm used to,
Yeah, but you can teach me new things. I can teach you new things. I already kind of have that. You tell me things how they are in the future thing going on. So, show me your tricks. What do you do when it's cooking in the future?
Yeah, I'll try to find, a box of the stuff that I would, honestly, now that I think about it, it's gonna be fine. Yeah. Let's do a little. We'll trade some recipes. We'll do a little dinner tag team thing, and we're gonna make something so good.
Awesome.
Look
forward to it.
Me
Now
too.
here, before it gets cold, come on, sit down. Let me
Okay.
let everyone else out. Yeah.
Oh.
Are we coming back yet?
Yeah, around that time, Nisea and Elamdare would have made it back. Elamdare had cut the meats up small enough to where if Brolin did want to try and dry them out, it'll be a quicker process. I don't know how drying meat
It might
works
take
at
a
all.
while. Just hang him on his belt.
Actually, what we do is just we have this rack, and it's just a rack that I can travel with, and you put it over the campfire. And once we're done with the fire for the night, if we are, we can go set one. Fire goes out, you kind of close it. All the smoke will just take care of that meat until the morning time, and then it's pretty much dried out by then.
Look at you.
Well, there's plenty here.
Let's do it. I'll season it up and get it ready for tomorrow on the road.
Good.
So you get us to work.
So I feel like we should probably start talking about a plan. Or do we want to still talk to the Guardian and stuff first?
Should probably talk to the Guardian and see what we should do with this vial.
Yeah. Now that we're kind of sitting and taking a bit of a rest, Flint's gonna focus on her ring and gonna be like, "Hey, Guardian, I'm just kind of hanging out here, so I wasn't sure if maybe you could hear me, or... You there, buddy?"
Hello, Flint. Yes, I am here. Actually, I have good news, sort of. Some of the anomalies are dissipating in your area. Have you done anything?
Yeah, that is good to hear. Yeah, I did. I met a lich, and honestly, so you know who I am, and you remember who I am, and how we met, and like, you know, how like you took me in and all that. You know all that, right?
Yes. Why wouldn't I know that?
I just wanted to be sure. I kind of I met a lich who showed me this like alternate reality or future where you had no idea who I was, and it kind of well, it scared me a little because I'm real grateful for you and everything you've done. So I just wanted to check and make sure. So that's great. Um, so yeah, the Lich, we met him, and all of us were kind of faced with this alternate reality, future situation that. And then he tells us if we don't save this girl that we said we were gonna save, who herself is an anomaly, that could become true. And I'm a little fuzzy on how exactly that could happen, but he gave us this item, and I don't know if you know anything about this type of thing. It's called a capsule of repose. Do you know what that is?
I don't believe I've come across that item specifically, but you said a lot there.
Yeah.
There is a potential that you could come back, and I might not know who you are.
Oh man.
But I wouldn't want you to worry on that. As long as you're getting rid of the anomalies, that's all that matters. You called it a capsule of...
Repose. They something. He said something about how it feeds off of Rosari crystals.
Okay, I can try and see if there's anything here to add into it. How are you faring back there? I mean, you said you met a lich, and all of it's very new to you, I would imagine, and I'm just sorry I can't do more than what I've been doing.
No, you've done. I mean, you've done so much for me, honestly. Like, and you know, it's going good. Obviously, things are different. I miss, you know, my Walkman and all my music, and you know, everything here is all very like da 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 da, and it's very like I'm kind of over that whole scene. But yeah, no, the Lich was super weird, and honestly, he was playing ping pong, so I don't know if he like knows about the future or has some kind of like weird. He was like, I can go to any demi plane that I want, so maybe he like can travel himself. I don't know, but yeah, right now we're just trying to figure out how we're gonna use this thing to save this girl, and because she's an anomaly, but this item is also an anomaly, and maybe we gotta use it to save her, and it is a lot.
Yes, it sounds like it's quite a lot. Typically, arbiters don't have to fix so many anomalies all at once. It's usually like a one and done deal.
Well.
But what you and Sin are doing is very beneficial. At least it looks that way here. I would just say keep up the good work.
Thanks. That is good to hear. I was kind of worried that maybe we weren't doing the greatest job, but you know, we're doing our best still. Oh, I found a demon. Did I tell you about Smudgy?
Smudgy?
Yeah, I got this like little demon guy. He's like a little imp who's been like hanging out with me, and like, you know, we met like in a market like a while ago, and he was like speaking infernal, and you know how I can speak infernal, so we were just chatting away. So I got a little friend, so when I come back, I'm hoping I can bring him with me.
Okay, I mean, I will make room for it a demon at the hideout.
Just a little guy, and honestly, I think I could like litter box train him if I tried really hard. He loves a good reward system. He'll do anything for jerky.
That's good to know. Wonder how he would like mac and cheese.
I wonder. I bet he'd really like it. I've kind of I miss it, and I'm gonna try to maybe make my own version back here, and treat my friends, which is exciting. Never really cooked it not in a box with all the instructions and ingredients that I need though. So.
Well, regardless, I don't want to put a stamper on anything, but I do hope you and Sin come back eventually, just to check in, if anything.
Yeah, I miss home and everything, and it was kind of nice when I was with the Lich. I got like this vision that I was like back on the streets, like stealing shit with Pepper, and you remember Pepper, you hated her. Yeah, she's trouble. Yeah. But it was kind of nice to be back in the old city and on that grind and, see everything like I know it. I'm a little homesick, I'll be honest, but I'm still staying focused on what we got to do back here. And if it's important for helping then to do this now, then I'm happy to do it for as long as I gotta.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm also working. It's a bit far-fetched, but trying to upgrade your ring a bit so it does some more things. I don't want to. I'm trying to figure out a way to send you items from here, but it's difficult algorithm.
That'd be great.
How has Angel been faring back there?
Oh my god, so that was like a whole thing. We got in this whole, I told you about my demon. We go into this haunted forest, and this little guy is like, hey, you can either have your demon or you can have Angel. And we were like, oh, you're probably not going to like this bit, but I chose the demon because he's got it, you're going to understand once you see his cute little face, honestly. But in the end, we got Angel back too, but Angel wasn't working for a while. But, now everything seems to be back online, and it's fine. Cindere's grown really attached to it. He's taken on that staff like it's like his whole personality now, and it's like, it's a little annoying that he's so staff this and staff that, but it's fine. Someone really needed to take charge of it, and he seems really attached to Angel, so.
Staff? What staff, actually?
Angel, who's in Aeron's staff?
Well, I mean, you remember Angel. She was just armillary.
Well, yeah, but like she speaks through is she not attached to the...
I mean, I guess you could fix her to something. Is she on his staff now?
Yeah, seems like that's how Aeron kind of did it. But, that kind of fits with Sin's whole thing. He's all like, he's like, I just need a big stick and I'll fight anybody,
Right. Well, it's late here, so I can only imagine it's late there.
Oh, yeah, we're bedding down for the night. We gotta get back, save a girl, go to a big party, all that kind of stuff.
Party?
Yeah, there's a ball! I'm going to a ball! Can you believe it?
I mean, that sounds quite lovely, actually.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good time. It's probably the fanciest party I've ever been to. I'm friends with a princess. Like a real princess.
That took all of like 2 minutes. This connected to the ball as well?
Yeah, it's like her mom is throwing the party and she's like a big deal too, so we're going as her friends and gonna dance and stuff, and I'm gonna wear like this big old really pretty dress. So
sounds quite nice.
Yeah.
I always told you should wear more dresses, but
yeah, it just doesn't really like go with my whole like, oh, I'm tough, don't mess with me thing, but I think I'm gonna do it. You do the dress, but then you also do like a big heavy boot, so you're like, I'm ready for whatever, and that's gonna probably be the style I go for. And then now I got this creepy necklace I told you about that really kind of brings it all together.
Yes, I found out a bit more about that. Sorry, I got distracted by all the things that you were catching me up on. The energy that is, pinging from your location, if it's the necklace, is, the same... how do I put this? Basically, when Zaysa went back the first time to try and get gear, they were searching for an anomaly, and the traces match up. Angel didn't have any information on it then, but it still was in her database after I went through the archives. Whatever it is that you have on you is made from that same item. Smallest source, but still the same.
Is this capable of killing us all horribly like it did the team before?
Potentially. The records show that there was an energy surge that made most of the team vanish or some other sort, and from what I can gather, it was probably the reason why that mission went south in the first place.
Great!
It's a very powerful, possibly corrupted item.
Yeah, no, it is affixed around my neck, and if I take it off, I will die. So that is good to hear.
This is unsettling news, but I will try and figure something out.
Thanks, Guardian. I appreciate it. I mean, as far as it all could go, I guess having one cursed item that could kill me isn't, as bad as things could be.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
As long as you're looking at the glass half full.
Yeah, now I got this cool smoke that follows me around. It really kind of completes my whole look. I think it's going to be really cool with the dress and all, too.
Nice. Okay. Well, I don't want to keep you up.
Yep.
I will look more into all of these things now that I know. Is there anything else you need from me?
I don't think so. If you could just get me whatever info you can find on the whole capsule and how it's used and all of that. And, let me know if you figure out that ring upgrade. That sounds really cool. Maybe I could send you little mementos from back here, too.
Getting like a whole, aesthetic combination thing going.
Yeah, hey, you know how I've always been a fan of accessorizing, so.
Take care of yourself, Flint.
All right, you too, Guardian. Good to talk to you.
Same. And it kind of fades in.
Well.
Oh. Yeah, so he still knows who I am, so that's good news.
It's great.
He doesn't know much about the capsule straight away, but he's looking into it, so hopefully we'll find something out. I can keep kind of checking in and see how it goes.
That's the summary of that period of time that you were chatting.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we talked about,
Got it. Well, I don't know about you guys, but maybe some sleep.
Yeah, I can take first watch.
Who else?
No. Brolin, before we hunker down for the night, I'd like to chat with you for a moment.
Sure.
We'll just away from everyone else. So it's kind of go somewhere else for a moment.
Yeah, walk lead her away and get a little space.
We haven't had time to really chat about your experiences that the Lich put you through.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. You guys had such revealing experiences. I wonder if I'm kind of missing some. You know, I, I study quite a bit. I feel like I have a firm grasp on a lot of things, but I don't know. I don't know what he was trying to show me there.
Well, what did you feel at the time?
I've always, I want, just with my family and just in general, we have an idea that accomplishment is big. We have these long lives and we're supposed to make something of them. You know, we're these empires of thousands and thousands of dwarves. You got to make a name for yourself. You know, you gotta be someone. And my father and my father's father and all the rock knockers before me, well, they made that name. And right now, that name is stopping at me. Stopping at me and my brother. So, if we're not the infamous rock knockers, stonemasons, architects, crafters, creators, who are we? And, you know, I always thought that if I was going to be famous, it'd be for my craft. And what he showed me was that that's not it. In that future, in this possibility, my name will be known, but not for the right reasons.
Well, you and I both. And what do you mean it'll stop with you? You and your brother, neither of you.
We didn't take to stonemasonry as our father would have wanted. Let's be honest. If we were going to be good kids and keep it all in line, we would have both worked our asses off, become the best, the next ones in line, the next ones to go in the Hall of Fame, and making statues for kings and empires, and building defensive structures, and all the things that come with being a dwarven stonemason legend. My brother, he was never into that kind of crafting. Me, I don't know. The marble and the stone, it doesn't speak to me as it's supposed to. I hear my dad, I heard him talk over hours and hours, nights and nights, talking how the stone spoke to him. And that's not what speaks to me. You saw what speaks to me. Everyone, I know they all make fun of me for it, but those water wheels, those spoke to me. Inventions bigger than yourself, bigger than you should have any part in, making a difference. That's what I wanted to make a name for, and I thought it'd be that easy. I thought it'd be easy enough to go out there and just be the new rock knocker, the new legacy. But I mean, it hasn't really been working out for me so far, and looks like it's probably not a good chance to happen anyway.
Well, the future that we saw, we're not going to allow that to come to pass. I don't think any of us enjoyed our futures, according to the visions. So, I think that what you want to accomplish will come to pass. And, you know, you are friends with a pretty influential woman. So,
you know, it's kind of strange. That was supposed to be our darkest hour. we were still standing right next to each other.
Who else would I be with?
I think that says a lot.
You're right. It does. And I'm glad that you were there with me, honestly. I don't know what I would have done if you weren't there.
Well,
I don't want to live up to that name, you know.
I still think as far as the future can be, as far as a vision or a path can be laid out before us, I hope there's still a chance, you know? I hope there's still a chance to make it different.
We have to.
And if I'm right, it's in our hands. It's the best thing we could want, is to have control, is to have power over it. And it's important to note, if I'm right, and this is all tied together, Cinder and Flint, their futures are just as in jeopardy as ours. So this idea that they could bail out on us any moment, mess us all up, but go home scot-free to their homes, that doesn't really seem like the case anymore.
You're right.
So I think, you know, they've earned our trust to this point, and now it's time to give them that extra bit of trust that comes aside from someone earning it. It's that extra bit of trust that's just inherent, and calling them friends and trying to protect them and work with them.
Just don't let them wave that thing around. You know, the potion thing.
Well, they're gonna have to take it from me first.
And you don't wave it around either. We need to keep it secure.
I agree. No, it's in the safest place I know.
Where is it?
Opens, he's a kind of air pressure steam opens this compartment on the shield, and there's just not quite the perfect size. He's kind of taken some cloth and like made it to where it won't like bang around in there, but it fits pretty good.
Of course, that's where you would hide it. Just pretty entertained by this. Oh, Brolin. I knew you were the person to trust it with.
Well, I'm gonna take a look at it at some point. I'm gonna try to figure it out, but for now, I want to I think we all need to think on stuff. None of us have had time to process anything. I think tomorrow will bring more clarifying conversation.
Right. Well, I suppose you should get that meat ready for... I'm not even going to say it.
Yeah, it was kind of awkward when you started, so I know what you're saying. I'll go take care.
I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, thank you for being there for me, and if you ever need, I'll be there for you as well. And she's going to give him just like an affectionate pat on the shoulder.
He was gonna walk away, but then accepts kind of the gesture, like pauses a second just to accept the gesture. No, without looking, gives a he walks off.
Nisea, make a wisdom saving throw.
What is this? What is this shit? Hang on a second. Get my sheet back up. A wisdom saving throw, you say?
Yes, please.
All right, come on, baby. Come on, baby. 14.
Okay. In that moment, as Brolin's walking off, a vision hits into your mind, and at first it doesn't feel right. Like whatever this is doesn't settle well, gives you that hair prickling on the back of your neck feeling. And your eyes blink for a moment, and you're looking at yourself in a mirror, and you're at your manor house, and it's pretty dark, but you come out of your room, and the way the foyer wraps down the stairwell, you can see like from up on the top or second level people that are on the bottom, and you hear individuals talking to your mother, and her back's turned to you. Yes, madam, we have the capsule as requested. Here you are. And they hand off the capsule of repose to your mother, and you watch her remove the stopper and down it back. And in that process, you, in your right mind, are kind of like paralyzed because you're not believing what you're seeing. But then your mother turns to you, and it's her eyes. They're this like chaotic cacophony of greenish hues, just like piercingly looking at you. But your mother's eyes aren't green. They're blue. And in that moment, you come back to yourself. You still see Brolin walking off. And that's where we're going to end it. Exclamation critical!
That's not my mother.
Oh man.
That's why.
Dax!
Oh no.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
What Liv said.
You son of a bitch!
If you
How
haven't
dare you!
already, exclamation critical to enter in for some dice.
God.
This campaign's gonna ruin me.
No, we're
just
just
gonna-
starting. We're just starting. The
You're gonna make me go through some things.
maybe a couple of things might pull at some heartstrings, but no one's safe. No one here is safe.
I got
Not
mommy
even
issues,
smudging.
okay?
Oh
You took this, now you buckled it. We're all along for the ride now. Hold on.
Oh, this might help. Barb Elf, you have won some dice.
Worth the character trauma. Worth the character trauma.
Cure me of my
Oh
pain.
my gosh. I
Just do it,
can't.
Stax. Make her win the dice that she has to roll to save.
Oh. I'm gonna need to
Wait,
know what
what?
color dice you get. And I'm gonna need you to use those for a particular episode. No reason whatsoever. I'm be like, pull out the dice and say
The dice
the dice you win tonight when they
You're
arrive.
killing me. Do you know what color they're gonna be?
No, I don't know offhand. I'm just saying for this
we'll just
particular
tell-
roll, we're just gonna put it in the dice's hands.
You know, we may know a guy that can influence that.
Hmm?
Who can influence which dice she gets from the giveaway. I'm saying we know critical dice.
Oh,
like
yeah.
We know him. We can...
As I get ready for us to raid Blackwater D&D, thank you everybody for tuning in. Today was a pretty awesome day. We got a guest star, Chris Sizemore. You all might know him from Fable 42.
Oh, good.
It was
No, that
good
happened
to
last
see him.
year.
What
That didn't
hap-
happen right now. The guest star, that happened like ages ago.
I mean, we don't know. Time's weird. Like, time's a bubble. But tune in with us. Sadly, not next week, and sadly, not the week after that. But later this month for more Fate of I forgot that this was going to be
That's crazy.
so long before we could play again. But yeah,
And you'll leave us on that.
that
You
left it on
cliffhanger.
that.
You just gotta brew that.
About
for-
my mommy issues for like however.
We'll be back on the 26th. It's fine. No one's gonna have like psychological trauma by then. No one. I'm just saying. But yes, tune in with us later this month when we come back with a bang. We got lots of new stuff in store for everybody. They don't know what's gonna happen, but I know, so that's the good stuff. But yeah, tune in with us for more Fabled 42 content. We'll be here. Thanks everybody, and we will raid Blackwater D&D. Catch you next time.